Welcome to the Smart Marketers Academy, where we help you to build your business smart, get more clients, and make more profits. I'm Davida Yemi Akanle, the founder and CEO of the Smart Marketers Academy. And on today's program, we're looking at how to get started with list building. So it's list building for profits, how to get started, module 4. Now, we've been looking at list building in a 5-step process, and we've looked at preparing our foundation as the first module, and we looked at creating your irresistible offer in the second module. In the third module, we looked at choosing an email provider, and in this module, we're looking at creating your opt-in forms. Now, your opt-in form is the way through which people join your list. So you have a list which you're trying to build. You've created a name for your list. Let's say it might be a newsletter, maybe the Smart Marketers newsletter. And what you need is to have a form that would allow people to join that list. So on that form, you're collecting things like name and email, contact details. And what you're doing is also having an irresistible offer which you offer people so that they can join your list. Now, once your form has been created, you can embed it on your website if you have one. If you don't have a website, I'll share with you various other options for collecting these names and email addresses. So an example is this is a screenshot of my particular website, and on the right side here I've embedded a form from my email service provider which I created on their system, and I've embedded it on my website, and using this form I can collect names and addresses. Now, another way in which you can collect names and addresses is to have a dedicated page. That means just a single page where people won't be able to go anywhere else. All they have is that page, and the only thing they can do when they come to it is to subscribe to your particular list. And an example is what I have here. So this is an opt-in page. And the first one is an example of an opt-in form that's embedded on my website, on a page on my website. And this is just a dedicated page. So all they do is if I type the URL, it takes me straight to this page, and there's no other action that the user can take apart from signing up to this particular course. So now we're going to look at the features of an opt-in form or page. The first thing you have to do is to make sure you collect the information of your subscriber. So basically what you want is minimum information such as name and email details. Now, if you go on to trying to collect more information, some people often get put off. But I've also seen websites, maybe very popular websites, I've seen them collect a lot of information. They might even do surveys even on their opt-in forms, like hub pages. They actually collect a lot of information when people are subscribing for their offers. But I would suggest that if you're just starting out, you don't want to you've done a lot of work attracting people to that form. You don't want to put them off, so you don't want to ask them for too much. You just want to ask them for the basic minimum information. Whatever else you need, you can collect from them once they've joined your list. The second thing you need is an image for your offer. Now, if this page did not have an image, what you'd find is that it's not that attractive. So your image makes it more attractive. So do create an image for your irresistible offer. You can actually give that out maybe to a third party, like a freelancer, to create that image for you. Like earlier on, we mentioned benefits and the promise. So you also, on your form, your benefits and the promise needs to be on there, because that is what's going to compel them to sign up for your list. You need a strong call to action, And on this one, on this page, it's saying sign me up, and the other button here is saying yes, sign me up for the course. Other things you can say on as a strong call to action is get started now. There are other ways you can actually the other phrases that you can actually use to get people to take action now. It's quite important that when people are signing up on your form, for instance, if you have a page like this, that you include your target market, who your target market is, because that helps you to make sure that the right people are signing up. When you're building a list, you're not trying to build the biggest list of everyone. You're looking to build a big list of targeted of your target audience. So you want a big list, but there's no point in being a big list with everyone on it, and on targeted list that's not going to do you much good. But if you're building a list, make sure that the people are your target market or your target audience. Even if it's a smaller list with your target market, is better than a big list, an extremely big list with an untargeted audience. So by having some information on your form or on your page that details who you're actually targeting would help people subscribe or not subscribe to your list. That's a good way of filtering the list and making sure that the right people get onto it. Then finally, what you'd want to do is have a thank you page. Now I'm just going to quickly switch over to my lead page and show you how that works in action. So on this particular page, what I have is a free 7-day mini e-course, and it's over here. I say fast and easy ways to attract more willing to buy clients to your business, and then I've got the benefits and promises listed here. Then I've got the call to action here, and I've got who my target market is over here. At the bottom here, it tells the person signing up how that particular program is going to be delivered, because people might look at this and think, okay, they're going to get a one-off installment, they're going to get an ebook. No, I'm selling them, it's an email course, and it will be delivered in 7 installments. Now once they click on the button there, what I do is I ask them for their name and email address, and there's also a button there for indicating that they want the book, or they want the course or the freebie that you have to offer. So here I'm saying sign me up now. When that happens, it takes them to a thank you page, and on this thank you page, what I do is I redirect them back to my website. You can redirect them to a product, you can redirect them to a service, and so on and so forth. Now, hosting your opt-in form. You can host your opt-in form on your website like I have over here. So this is my website, and what I have on the right hand side is my form. My opt-in form has been embedded on this side of the screen. Or you can host your form on your social media profile. Now, if you haven't got a website, you can still have a mailing list. It doesn't stop you from having a mailing list. You can still get started. So there's no reason why you ought not to get started. You can add contacts directly to your list. So for instance, assuming that you go to a networking meeting or you meet people in different places and you tell them about your freebie, you can actually collect their details and ask if they would like to be added to your list. And when you do that, what you would you'll have to log into your email service provider's website and access your list, and then add them directly to your list manually. Now if you don't have a website, another thing you can do is you can take the link to the form that you've created on your service provider's site, and you can share that around, maybe on the net, or you can even give people a URL. You can have your business card and you can have a URL to that particular opt-in form. So not having a website is no excuse for not starting to build your list. You can start to build your list right now, and it's important that you do so as soon as possible. Begin to collect these names and addresses. It does take time to build a large list, and it's only when you have such a large list that you are able to benefit from the monetization potential of it. So we've come to an end of this module 4. If you would like to know more about our products and services, please do visit us at www.thesmartmarketersacademy.com. I look forward to seeing you on module 5.